Gaius stood outside the entrance, his fists clenched and his feet planted wide. Perched on the tiled roof of Lucius's home, a lone crow flapped its wings and squawked, as if mocking Gaius's battle-ready posture. After retrieving a stone lying on the curb, Gaius looked up, poised to hurl the missile at the pesky bird when he noticed them. 2 torches in iron brackets hung high on the wall on either side of the grand door. Both were unlit, extinguished. Never again would their flames signal Lucius was alone and waiting, his gorgeous body ready to defile. There would be no more sneaking in for a risky but satiating afternoon fuck. No more sucking and kissing and rimming in the baths. No more forbidden games in the garden. Put an end to this dishonourable dalliance with Petronius Celsus. Emperor Trajan's command during that palace dinner was direct and unequivocal. Gaius had acquiesced like a dutiful foot soldier following a centurion's order. He'd ended the long-standing affair with his occasional lover and dearest friend. Shit. The Lion of the Lucky Fourth was little more than a spineless coward, a helpless mouse. Before he died, had Lucius forgiven him for abandoning their bittersweet illicit passions? Gaius Fabius Rufus would never know the answer. And now, the massive oak door through which Gaius had passed so many times loomed in front of him, taunting him with its indifferent permanence. Heavy pine garlands drooped low, obscuring the white marble doorframe, their branches threaded with wilted red roses and black ribbons of death. As he raised his fist to knock, heartache sliced through his chest. Gaius slowly lowered his arm and massaged his aching brow. Before making this dreaded climb to the top of the Quirinal Hill, he descended the steep and sacred Capitoline slope. At the altar in front of Rome's greatest temple, Gaius had sworn an oath to Almighty Jupiter, an oath of vengeance. He would exact revenge. But now was not the time for war. Now it was time to confront the awful, inescapable truth. Time to say farewell. "Commander, are you all right, sir?" "Announce our arrival, Maximus." After he'd stepped back from the door, Gaius tossed the rock to the ground and gazed down the length of the curved, paved street. The painted plaster walls of the neighbouring posh homes with their flowers cascading down from their high terraces seemed less colourful than they had in the past. Lucius Petronius was dead, murdered in the prime of his life. Who was to blame? Those nefarious spies from the palace? Those envious bastards in the Senate? Of course, there was also Luke's greedy widow, Aurelia, to add to the long list of suspects. And what if, gods forbid, his fellow ward, his little brother, his Greekling, was involved in this heinous crime? Shit. Gaius rubbed his whiskered chin and exhaled. "Varius, take 2 men to the back gate and make damn sure no one leaves this estate without my fucking permission." "Yes, Commander." After Max lifted and released the stout iron knocker 3 times, the door slowly opened, creaking on its metal hinges. A guard with a familiar face nodded and welcomed them into the vestibule. "Greetings, Commander Fabius. We've been anticipating your arrival, sir." Gaius patted the man on the shoulder, before turning to address Maximus and his remaining guards. "Stay here. All of you." Having left everyone behind in the entrance hall, Gaius walked alone down the dimly lit corridor that led to the atrium.